Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 30 base. Pilot, 64, weak. Pick it up. Mark 55.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but so we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down now, Dobbins. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
49, guys. Mike.
And again, it's Chubb.
Run, go!
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
Ask to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I'm on.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. Chubb fumbled it. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 40-10. Come on. 44. Hey, watch the slant. 81. Rush in. Rush in.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the pass. Bofo's and Mike. Mike's Bofo.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. He finds Beckham complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line. 2nd. 4. 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 2nd. 4.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run the counter. Dobbins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeout. We'll be back after this. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
I'm trying to collect.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
44, Mike, 44.
Off the play fake. Fields. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is Edwards. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chargers take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going.
55 to Mike. Did you get this? 6-6. Pull it high. Snap.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 55.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's the 2nd and 7. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
Situation. Let's go. Kill. Bravo. Mike 55. Right there.
They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Go. Mike 55. Mike 55. All day, baby.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Caught by Allen. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Open man is QT. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Ken Lobo. 6-man. Check curls. Check 3. Check deep grip.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run with the fullback Nix. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I'll know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Pick it up, D. 44, Mike, 44.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Let's go, D.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, baby. Yeah.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 49.
Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun. Herbert. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
17 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This from Tom Dempsey range here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. he wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers, they control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
It's just me and you. Check, check, check. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hard, hard. Come on, quick.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Check, check. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
They run. Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Cleveland, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6 and 7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4 and 9. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew